morning. It is actually Tuesday. Y'all, yesterday was a doozy, okay? I told you I adjusted a quick weave, and as I was preparing for my day, I installed the quick weave a little different this time. I was watching somebody's TikTok, child, and it just was a no for me. Instead of the because normally I will use like the liquid cap and the stockings and all that, let it dry down, but I really just was trying to protect my hair, because sometimes even with the liquid cap, like, it'll still stick to your hair sometimes. So I was looking for the shower cap, which I found them after I did my hair, which I was like, ooh, but I found the shower caps afterwards, so I wasn't able to do that. But that's the method I really originally wanted to do. But then I seen a girl use the wrapping papers, and so I used the wrapping papers, and when I tell y'all, it was so freaking loud. It was like, and I also felt like I had a helmet on. I didn't feel like I had a quick weave. I felt like it was just moving too much. So I took it out, and then I might reinstall it. I don't know, but either way, I took it out, girl. I took it out. We're here now. I'm trying to zhuzh up this one, this synthetic wig that I got from, this is a sensational one from Amazon. It's been about 2 months since I've had this one that I cut, and I'm gonna be honest, I have not been treating her the best. Okay, that's why in the back, y'all know where your neck is and stuff, in the back, she's like going through it. And I do have wig spray, but I'm wondering like if the wig, because y'all see how it still is giving like a little curl. I wonder if I spray with the wig spray, if it is going to, like, not, you see how I cut it and it still like went, it's in alignment with its sisters. It like buffs up a little there, like bumps a little bit. So I was wondering like if I did that, I could even like push that back to where it's not so much of that in the front. I was just trying to clean it up a little bit. She might be getting maybe one more chop, and then we're gonna throw her to the wolves. Well, okay, this is the thing, we don't necessarily have to throw her to the wolves, but it's like, do I feel like dealing with that? Like, I have, this is Glenna, I think balayage sand, or caramel. This is caramel. This is my thing though. Like, I don't feel like curling and like using the steamer, and I don't know if I want to do all that. Maybe I'll try before I like throw her out, but it's a $40 wig. Girl, I'll just get another one. Okay. But I have two. The other one is just longer. I'm not ready to cut her yet because she's still in good condition. It's just, like, but yeah, so that's what I was in here doing, trying to zhuzh her up. Today's agenda, we need to film the video, because I didn't end up filming the video because I took my hair down, and then I just started doing admin stuff, got distracted, got tired. Kids came home, we ate dinner, I went to bed. That's what yesterday was. It was very much we're gonna start this over tomorrow day. So we're gonna film that YouTube video, and we also have a meeting at 2 o'clock. So it's 9:54 right now. I think I can get done by 11, like getting ready and stuff, and then shoot the what's new in my closet video. I'm so mad I didn't include these wigs in the favorites video, because clearly y'all know that this has been a favorite, these synthetic wigs. I used to wear them, like, and I find that around the winter time is when I end up wearing them again, because last winter I was also going crazy with the synthetic wigs. But yeah, this is what we got. This is where we at. So I'm gonna go ahead and put her on. I was trying to decide between if I wanted like a middle part or a side part. The side part is always cute too. I could do like a no part type of like situation where it just is like flipped over type of thing. That's like a organic little baby, I just woke up, baby's cold outside type of look. I don't know. Let's get her on. The edges are so crusty. I have this like solution. Oh, I can use alcohol. I'm gonna use alcohol because yeah, the edges, y'all can see, they're crusty, okay? Because she's one of the wigs that I brought with me to New York. So I haven't touched her since New York. I literally came home and threw her in the closet, hung her up. So yeah, I'm gonna clean her off with some alcohol, and we're gonna go ahead and try this thing over again, okay? Do it again. Literally just, I take the wig off. I'll clean it off with some alcohol. Where'd the alcohol go? It was just over here. Clean it off with some alcohol, the lace, and then I hang it up. I have a wig closet. I have a whole tour of my closet, but I have a little wig closet with the hair clips and the wig bags, and I put it in there, y'all. I swear that's all I do. I brush it before I put it in there, and that's all I do. For the most part, the wigs hold their curls. This was the long, like 24-inch Glenna wig. So also, when I feel like it's getting a little ratted and tatted, I do have a synthetic wig spray, but because I like the curls of it, and depending on the wig, I don't think I will ever use the wig spray on this, but I have another one that's more dense and the hair's more kinky. I use it on that for sure. But if the ends are getting a little wonky, girl, just cut it. We might get one more cut out of this one. It might be up here next. So that's how I maintain the wigs. But what about the nape area specifically? Same thing. I literally just brush it and put it in the bag. Hey, Shelly girl, we was in here just chatting away. I wish she was in here. Yeah, I don't know. I just brush them and put them in the bag. That's all I really do. And the ones that are like this, where it's like kind of styled already, I don't really have to do much to. I steer away from curly ones. I can never do a curly synthetic wig. That will never happen for me. Oh, my live is gonna end on TikTok. It says it's gonna end in 5 minutes. It be bumping you out after a certain amount of time. Well, that's a new milestone. We just hit a new milestone, getting kicked out of TikTok live. I've never stayed on this long, I guess. Okay, it got it. Trimming works. I've been doing that. So, okay, I will say this. If the nape, depending on the style, I don't know which ones you have and what style you have, but depending on the nape, get that wig spray. I also have that in my LTK and storefront, but it's in a green bottle. Get that wig spray and just spray it in the back and brush it. No one's gonna see it anyways, but at least it'll be detangled. You know what I mean? Maybe don't brush it all the way down. Maybe use a comb to get it nice and silky smooth, and then use a brush on the ends, if that makes sense. Because I do know what you mean. Sometimes it does get a little napey back here, but because, I don't know, and also I don't wear them I don't know how often you're wearing them. Girl, brush them and put them in the bag. Brush them and put them in the bag. I swear it'll last. I swear. This is Glenna Caramel. And I didn't like, coming from what I was used to with my manager that I had majority of this year, and even before that, even though I didn't care for my agency, before that, we talked often. She didn't even have to tell me like who she pitched. I just would have supported or appreciated her saying, hey, I've been working this week, this is what I've done, but I wasn't getting any updates.
Things like there wasn't a lot of movement over on their side, and felt like she was bringing deals over to them. And then obviously she came here and she's had a great experience. Some managers aren't as transparent as others, which sucks because this is literally your guys' career. We have group chats with all of our talent. We speak to them over text and email. For anything brand related, we try to keep over email. And then anything that they need, they obviously know that they can call us and text us. And then also to obviously the influx of brand deals reflects that as well.
So to me, like, those deliverables are pretty low lift.
Yeah.
It starts at 8:30 a.m. You're pretty standard.
Yeah.
It's right looking.
I saw that, and they just messaged me too, and that's what I had forwarded you.
Okay, it is absolutely freezing outside. The only thing I want right now is that cozy spa-like vibe. But at home, with thanks to Shea Moisture, we can do just that. I partnered with Shea Moisture to share that their new body wash collection is now available at Target.com. Not only are they gentle, but they provide 24-hour visible moisture. And not only do they restore and nurture the skin, but they also leave your skin feeling so soft and smooth. You deserve this kind of self-care every day. And now it's easier than ever. Head to Target.com to shop Shea Moisture's body wash collection today and start your self-care journey now. Hey friends, hey. I got a new camera. It's not a vlog camera. However, I was shooting earlier. I feel like I got some explaining to do. Ciao. Pour up a drink. Let's chat. Hey friends, it has been a little minute since I have picked up the camera. Y'all have seen me recently, but it's been a minute since I picked up the camera. Speaking of cameras, do I look cute? We're making Teeny's mac and cheese again. Y'all, look, I've actually been doing pretty good. But the way that I'm about to like get back into my grind, I'm going out with a bang. Y'all know y'all have to have like your last supper. So I have my wine and I have my mac and cheese, and I also bought a rotisserie chicken because I didn't feel like cooking no protein. So yeah, that's gonna be dinner. I'm gonna whip up some veggies, but yes, the mac and cheese, we have 5 more minutes on the noodles to boil, and then we gonna do whatever. But right now we're about to go ahead and make our cheese sauce right now. So by the time the noodles are done, we can get it going. So let's do that, and then I will come back and we'll chat a little bit. Greg, go get your boy. Y'all, sorry if it's extremely warm in here. I have the kitchen lights on and my lights are really warm. So anyways, we're back. The mac and cheese is in the oven, and I think I might slice up the chicken. That way I can put this in the oven as well when the macaroni is almost done. And I think I'm gonna add a little bit of Cajun seasoning. Do y'all be doctoring up your rotisserie? Like they're good. The skin is undeniably like the best part, but sometimes in the inside, give me a little bit more flavor. So I think I'm gonna cut it up, add a little bit more seasoning, and then put it in the oven like the last 15 minutes of the mac and cheese cooking. So yeah, hell yeah. Anyways, girl, y'all, okay, let me update y'all. So first and foremost, not us hitting our revenue goal for 2024. Actually, yes, us hitting our revenue goal for 2024. I am just in this space of, girl, we did that. We did that. We did that. The only thing that we didn't do was get the car. If you watch my Christmas wish list at the end of 2023, you know that I was talking about how bad I really wanted a new car. That is the only thing I didn't get. And honestly, I didn't want a car that bad because, baby, when I tell you I did not think about a car until I looked at my goals and the things that I wanted for 2024, I did not think about a car in the entire year. I thought about a car during that video, and baby, that was it. Baby, that was it. But outside of that, I hit all of my goals, and I'm so proud. And it also has me so fueled and pumped to plan and really map out my goals for 2025. So with that being said, this food is gonna take a while to cook. I'm gonna go ahead and top this off with a little bit more wine, and let's go sit in the living room so we can kiki. All right, we have relocated to the couch. Okay, first of all, let's talk about how inconsistent I have been with vlogging. When I tell y'all, online, if you follow my Instagram, if you follow my TikTok, you know I am very big on do not let social media stress you out. Social media started stressing me out, friend. Social media didn't start stressing me out. It was my editing software that started stressing me out. Not CapCut, but specifically my laptop. I feel like it's time for me, just like I'm investing in a new camera, or like I invested in a new camera, it's time for me to invest in my editing software, because that is my job. And I've been skimping. I've been getting like, let me get a little 8 gig. Let me get a little, let me get something real light, okay? Let me get something let me get the 1200. And quiet as it's kept, girl, baby, I am burning my MacBook into the ground because she's trying to keep up with me in all of my editing. So I told you guys that I don't know what happened with the editor that it was about to go with. We kind of just, yeah, I don't know what happened with that. But I did come across another editor. So in addition to finding her, I still also want to be able to keep up with my I want to be able to keep up with how much I'm pushing out, and not deal with lagging or just my equipment being janky. Okay. So, I basically stopped editing because I quite frankly just could not keep up, because my nerves were so bad because what was happening. Oh, my dog's about to bark. 1 second. Yeah. So basically I just could not keep up, girl. I was getting irritated. It would take me literally the entire day. Not what usually would take me 3 hours, 4 hours, was taking me 9 hours to edit a 40-minute vlog. My computer just couldn't keep up. So it wouldn't overheat, but you know, it just would lag, like the performance and the playback and all that stuff would lag. So you know what, I said, you know what, I'm about to give me a new laptop. I didn't get it yet. I did go to Best Buy actually earlier today. Me and Katie had a cute little day date. Forgot my vlog camera. Child, I was ripping and running. Okay, I was ripping and running. Left the house without my vlog camera. Ended up leaving the house without my vlog camera, but it was okay. We had a cute little day date. We went to go see Wicked. I know y'all know that I went to go see it while I was in LA on the brand trip. We're not LA, but in New York with the Ulta. Girl, when I tell you I fell asleep. Not because it was boring. The movie is beautiful. The movie's not boring. We went to that premiere at like 9 o'clock at night. That's a 3-hour movie. And I am 34 years old. Baby, when I tell you sleep, not just that. They fed us good. We drank good. Baby, the lights was dim. I made it to a good hour, but the movie's 3 hours. There was no way. I woke up right at the end. So I knew I was going to take Katie to go see the movie when I got back. So we finally went to go see that. She loved it. And then after that, I brought this camera along so we could shoot outside, because Katie has been expressing interest in wanting to shoot photography and do photography. So I was like, okay, I'm going to bring my camera. Do you want to, would you be down to shoot? And y'all know teenagers. Sometimes they be like, yeah. And then you ask them to do something and it's like, how much longer are we going to do this? But she was completely down, which I loved. Shout out to my girl. She was really interested in learning and asking questions and stuff like that. So that was cool. Took pictures of her, got some pictures of me, and then we went to H&M, we went to Sephora, I took her to Michael's and Five Below, and then we went grocery shopping to grab the stuff that I need for the week. So basically I just got all my juices and berries, child. Juices, berries, I got some kombucha, just stuff that I can reset with. My plan, let's jump, okay? That was today, Sunday. My plan, honestly, is just to get back into my juices, because I'm just feeling like really, I'm feeling big. I'm feeling big. I'm feeling just, and it could just be the holidays, which is crazy because I low-key didn't even eat a lot like that I normally would. Y'all, when I tell y'all, When I tell y'all, I barely ate Thanksgiving dinner. Like, I cooked it and I ate that night of Thanksgiving because we were house hopping, and then I ate leftovers the next day, and that was it. I did not eat, like, y'all know how typically you would like have leftovers the next day for lunch, dinner, and breakfast. I didn't do that. I just didn't do it. I just wasn't feeling it. So I don't even know what it is. I just want a good little reset. But also, with that being said, speaking of resets, y'all, your girl has been considering semaglutide, GLP-1. I'm not even holding y'all. I'm being very transparent. I have been thinking about it long and hard, y'all. And I think part of me wants to try it. I feel like if you watch my vlogs, y'all know how dedicated I have been in the gym. I was looking at my Fitbit watch and just looking at how much I worked out this year, but also how much not just working out, but also my eating habits have completely shifted compared to what they have been in the past. So I think I'm open to the idea of trying semaglutide to give it like a kickstart, because I want to. There's no excuse. I really have been considering it. I don't know if I'm going to fully go into it. This is my first time ever considering it, ever thinking about it. Yes, I've known about it for years, but this is the first time where I'm like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm just kind of like sitting and blabbering with you guys because it's been a minute. If you are on it, or if you have tried it, if you have thoughts about it, y'all know me being a Virgo, I have went down the rabbit hole. I have done the research. But I want to know if you have tried it, if you know someone close, you know what their journey's been like, or what your journey has been like, go ahead and share it with me in the comments. I would love to hear about it. Let's move on. I also went to dinner on Friday. Oh my gosh, I had the best time. I went with Janae, my bestie. And we tried a new little place in Minneapolis, Chilango. It was Latin cuisine. It was really nice, really cute. The food was, we didn't have anything. We basically got the same thing, so we weren't able to try like multiple dishes. They had oysters. We got some of those, which I thought was interesting. I don't think I've ever had oysters at a Latin restaurant, but we had oysters. We had fish tacos. We both had fish tacos, and then we had 2 things of the chips and guac. That was only because we were hungry, and it was not because the chips and guac was amazing. The guac definitely needed some seasoning, something. It was missing a lot, but we were really, really hungry. The drinks were bomb though. We had some drinks, honey, okay? But we had a time. We had so much fun. And we also made some TikToks. I'll insert those right here.
How much do I owe you?
It's okay. It's on the house.
Really?
So speaking of that, little TikTok I made, y'all, I really was sitting back and I was like, wow, not hitting 6 figures in the year for influencing. Yes, amazing. We did that. But hitting 6 figures in a quarter, this last quarter, we hit 6 figures in the last 3 months. God, one of my influencer friends, I believe she has a podcast, or she was a guest on a podcast. I just seen the video as I was scrolling on my timeline. And she had posted where she was talking about, like, don't forget that you can pray about your content. You can pray about your creative journey. You can ask for these things. You can be very specific in the things and the desires that you want over your content business. And I was like, ooh, yes, girl, yes. Because a lot of the times, I don't know about y'all, but sometimes I feel not shameful, or I almost feel like, I don't even know if silly is the right word, but I instantly go to thinking of the things that other people are dealing with, or the things that are bigger than me, and me wanting to have a successful content creator journey when I am praying. So I don't think to pray about those things. I'm just like, yeah, God, just allow me to be disciplined in my creative craft instead of being very specific about the desires that I want for me in this career and in this industry and on this journey. So that was definitely a reminder to pray for all things, yes. But pray also for the things that you really, 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 really want. Not wishing, not manifesting, but praying. Allow God to enter those areas of your brain, enter those areas of your dreams and your desires, so he can really mold you and discipline you in the areas that you need to be humbled in and disciplined in and obedient in, more than anything, so you can get closer to those goals. I think I believe in manifestation to a certain degree. I'm not against it at all, but I do feel like it's just one of those things where if it's something that you talk about, you pray about, and you seek it, it will come forth. If you are doing the work, that's what I'm more so. Manifestation is great, but I feel like if you are doing the work, you are being obedient, you are asking for these things in prayer, but more so you are doing the work. You are doing the work to get to those things that you are asking for. For instance, I wanted a new car. I mean, I was really gung-ho about it at the end of the last year. I really want this car. I want it to look like this on the inside. I want this. I want that. Blah, 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 blah. And I would have got it if I would have put the work in to get it. If I would have put my focus on getting a car. You know what I mean? I didn't have my focus there. So that's what I mean by, like, I believe in manifestation, because I could be like, oh yeah, I want this car. I'm going to get this car. You're not going to get the car if you're not working towards it, if you're not trying to actively get the car. So what I'm saying is, child, I put God before manifestation. I do feel a lot of things come full circle, and divine intervention and God's timing and all that has something to play into the things that we end up ultimately receiving from the blessings that we receive from God. But I also do feel like there is a force or power of just speaking things out loud and writing them down and talking about those goals. I'm big on, like, talk about the things that you want with your friends and the close people. Even if you want to share it with your audience, talk about those things, because I do feel like the more that you talk about it, the more it's on your mind, the more you're inspired and encouraged to go after those things, because you're now talking about them. Nothing against the people that say, wait on it, not gonna speak on it, not talking about it right now, just you wait, stay quiet. I think that works for a lot of people. But I think the day and age where we are right now with social media and everybody posting their social media reels, it also is really important to talk about the things we have not yet received and talk about how we expect to get there, because I feel like more than anything, that just builds community. You then have these people rallying behind you, reminding you of the goals that you set for yourself, but also you're allowing them to dream big and have crazy faith and all of these things as well. I feel like there's a bit of selfishness, not saying I share everything. I don't share everything with you guys, but I do share a lot. I do share a lot with you guys. But there's never gonna be anything that I feel like, oh, like for instance, the studio. Oh, let me update you guys on that. I don't know if I have, because I haven't been vlogging. But for instance, the studio. I went live on Instagram and I went live on TikTok the other day, y'all. And I had the camera set up together. I think I might have showed y'all the behind the scenes of that. I think I might have. But basically I had both of the cameras set up, my phones. And I was like, I haven't been on live. Let me just go and do this and just talk. So that's what I did. And I talked about my plans that I have for the studio. Another goal that I had for 2024 was to expand the studio and to have a minimum amount of 5 renters per month. I also didn't make goals for the studio. So not only did I drop the ball when it came to the studio, I also didn't make it a focus to make sure that I accomplished the goals that I had for the studio. I didn't have revenue goal for the studio. I only had booking goals for the studio. So this time around, this fresh start. I feel like the new year. One, I'm re-inspired because I'm looking at all the goals that I hit, and that one and the car was, ones that I really didn't hit. The studio one I really didn't focus on too much about like not hitting because I really didn't set real goals. I kind of just was like, oh, I would love 5 renters, but whatever. But no, I need 5 renters, okay? Me and my husband were going to actually give the studio up because right now it's just becoming a money pit. We're kind of just paying out of our pockets to make sure that the studio stays open. I don't mind sharing with you guys. The studio is $1,500 a month, and we're paying $1,500 a month, and we're barely getting any bookings because I'm not promoting it. I'm not talking about it. I'm not sharing anything about it. Like, I'm not advertising the studio at all. And that was because I was so focused on my content creator journey and my visibility, not the studio's visibility. I wasn't putting things in place to make sure that if I'm not running it, someone else is. But now that's fixed. Shout out to my bestie, Nay. I said that I'm going to allow myself to give it 3 months, 3 real serious months to turn this around and actually allow it to make money for us again like it was before, like this year. We barely made any money there. We were getting like 2 renters a month. It was like 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3. Very girl. And I'm not talking about like, maybe somebody was renting the studio for 1 hour. That's $75 on a $1,500 rent. But yeah, my husband sat me down and he's like, girl, what are we doing with the studio? And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, it's a studio. But he was right. Like, what are we doing with the studio? And I'm so glad that we were able to talk about that and really have I'm glad I'm really glad that he came to me and said that to me, because at first I'm not gonna lie, I was a little defensive because I was like, it's not yours to try to get rid of. But no, he's right. Like, what are you doing? Like, you just I don't go there to shoot content. Y'all know I always shoot content here in my home. I don't know. I don't want to say I fell out of love with it, but I kind of just pushed it to the back burner. So we're now revamping it, adding some new things in there, and also adding the podcast room that I have been wanting to add for almost 4 years now. So we have plans for it. I'm going to give myself or allow myself to really put my all into it in the first quarter. If we are not hit the revenue goal that I have planned for the first quarter, then we are going to get rid of it. But I do not want to go out without a fight because I feel like I owe it a fair chance to really keep it up. And I think it's honestly something that Minnesota needs. I think it's something that Minnesota creatives need, but I just have to, put the effort in to make sure that they know that this space is available to them. So I say that to say, I have no problem talking about my goals and sharing my goals because I feel like my audience holds me accountable. So I talked about that on TikTok Live and on Instagram Live, about the plans, and it just made me fall so much in love with the idea again. It also inspired me to create a membership for the studio. Not something where I have to necessarily be involved, but something for creatives. If you want to come in, you can have a monthly membership. If you want to have set hours to create there. If you don't like creating at your home, or if you feel like you don't have the space to create content, you can do that there. And then I also want to create a social club, y'all. I want to have some type of social membership here in Minnesota for creatives where they can learn from me, but also learn from one another. And I kind of did this a little bit last year, at the top of last year. And I kind of let it fall behind. I didn't do it on purpose. Again, it wasn't a priority or a focus or, something that I really made a priority. So I kind of let it fall behind. But the amount of people that are contacting me and reaching out and asking for assistance that live here, I'm like, I feel like I'm just playing with my potential. I'm playing with my impact. I'm playing with the gifts that God gave me. I'm playing with my influence by not showing up for the people that are here and just showing up for the people that are online. So I'm going to give it my all. It is scary. It is new. It is different. It is a lot of things, but I feel like I can do this. I know that I can do this. Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of just blabbering because we haven't talked, so I'm just pushing it all out. Let me go check on this mac and cheese. Ooh, child. Now me talking. All right, mac is Just needs 10 more minutes. I put the chicken inside and I seasoned it with the Cajun seasoning. So can't wait to eat. But not me over here yapping, child. I actually forced myself to sit down and yap and talk with y'all because I truly love creating. I love it. But when my computer started acting up, y'all, I swear I was ready to throw all this away. I was over it. Over it all. But I think that's just a part of the job. Things are gonna work sometimes and things aren't gonna work sometimes. We have deadlines and goals that we have for ourselves when we, like, I wanted to do Vlogmas. No, that didn't happen for me. It just didn't happen. But that's okay. It's completely okay, and we move. Okay, I guess we can talk about my camera now. Okay, so I got the Sony A7C II, and I got the model that is the black and silver. I don't know. I feel like it looks like it's vintage. I don't know. It gives me vintage vibes. I don't know. I just really like this colorway. And then colorway, child, silver and black. And then I got the 35 millimeter lens G Master 1.4. A beast. This setup is absolutely insane and very expensive. I'll let y'all know. I have no problem, again, sharing anything with y'all. I know some people will be making y'all search, child. The camera itself was $2,200. I think after taxes and stuff, it came $2,200. The lens was $1,500. I believe it was 12 something, but after taxes and, you know, the insurance and all that, or protection plan, came to 15 something. And yeah, so that is what I have right now. That's what I got y'all set up as on this lens. Like I said, this won't be my vlogging camera. I just was using it all day. I was shooting with it and I was like, let me go ahead and turn this on. But I don't know. I'm just in this space where I just want to elevate everything. Y'all know, this is where, if you follow me for a while, child, this is where I was last year. I just wanted to elevate everything. I just wanted to increase all of the footage and the vibes and all the things. So I think I'm going to get the 50 millimeter lens. We actually went to Best Buy today and I tried it out. It's the 24 to 70 millimeter lens. That lens is $1,500. With taxes and stuff, it's probably gonna be $1,800. But I said, let me learn this camera first before I invest in any more cameras or any more lenses or anything like that. Let me learn her because she is different. Y'all know I am a Canon girl. I have my Canon 90D, Canon R8, Canon G7X. I've been a Canon girl forever. My first vlog camera was actually a Sony. It was a A700, 600, A6400. It was a vlog camera everyone was using before the G7X. But that was in 2016. And I had it for maybe 5 months. And then I got the G7X. So I've been a Canon girl since forever. So this is definitely a learning curve. I am learning so much because baby, this camera, she's a beast. But I got her specifically for pictures. That is the reason why I got the 35 millimeter lens first. Y'all know New York Fashion Week is coming up again. I'm going to be going in February again. Y'all know the first one I went to, I'll go ahead and link it above, but the first one I went to was in February of this year. So I'm going again next year in a few months, and I just want to have my equipment ready. I'm gonna have my best friend with me this time, so she'll be there to shoot the content and stuff. So I'm preparing early, but I didn't just get it for New York Fashion Week. But I also want to leverage and I also want to level up my content here at home. Not in the house, but you know, out and about, and when I go to events here and when I'm outside doing my own street photography of my fashion content and stuff like that, I want the quality to be. And I found that a lot of people were getting this camera. There was another one also, but I ended up going with this one and this setup, and we'll just see how. We gonna see, girl. We gonna see. I seen this girl on TikTok, and she was talking about how she she was in the Dior store and she was like, buying myself a push gift for pushing through this year or this life. And I said, you know what? That's exactly what this is. This is definitely a push you deserve 2024 gift. My lips are so dry. Jesus. But that's what this is. This is a you deserve. You did that. I have not purchased anything big, y'all. Nothing this year outside of the R8. This was big for me. I have been wanting to gift myself with a bag so bad, a luxury bag. And I was like, no, I'm gonna invest in my camera. I'm gonna invest in my equipment first. I think in February, I want to, while I'm in New York, I want to go to Fashion File and buy a bag in person. I want that luxury experience. I don't want to order anything online. I just want to be able to go in the store and buy my first luxury bag. So I'm going to save it. I'm going to wait. They don't want you like I love you. What? I'll share a few goals that I have for 2025 that will help me get to those goals quicker. The studio, one, not only do I want the studio to take care of itself completely, you know, for the rent, but also I want it to be putting money into our pockets so we can invest that into something else like property. And also I need to get my credit together. Also, pay the rest of my debt off. I have like $8,000, which will be paid off. That will be paid off in quarter 1. I want to have my social club. I have that mapped out. I can't wait to share more of that with you guys. I would love to go on more brand trips. I said 4. I would love to go on 4 brand trips next year, 1 per quarter. Who fly me out? Where are we going? What are we doing? I would love to also secure a 6-month contract or partnership and a 1-year partnership. I have my Ulta one, y'all know that. I've done that twice this year. So I'm like, there's no reason you can't do it again. There's no reason you can't do it again. I would like to be signed to an agency. Oh, I haven't even updated you guys on that. I'm no longer with the agency that I just signed with. Y'all be so proud of me. I have really come such a long way. I remember being so like stressed and emotional about that situation that happened at the beginning of the year when I left when they dropped me, that other agency dropped me. And from then on, I kind of was like just apprehensive of like speaking up for myself and what I wanted. And the last 6 months, I have just been so like, this is what I want. This is what I don't want. This is what I'll tolerate. This is what I don't tolerate. Like when it comes to my business, I was using it as an excuse of me being new in this industry 2 years in, like, this is why I charge this much, or this is why this, and this is why that. But God has shown me, baby, you deserve, and you need to start acting like it's okay. So I did a trial with the agency that I was with, and I didn't feel like it was a good fit. So I put in my 30-day notice, and January 5th, I believe, January 2nd, it might be the 2nd, January 2nd or the 5th will be my last day with that agency. So yeah, I'm in the talk with another agency, and that's why I say I would like to be signed with, an agency that I feel like will get me, I get them, we work well together. Like, I would love to be with an agency that is just taking care of me the way I should be taken care of. So that is another goal that I have. I have a whole goals video planned for you guys, so I won't dive too much into all of that stuff. But those are a few of the things. I would love for you to share some of your goals down below. Down below. So we can chat about it, girl. We can chat about it. I don't know what this video looked like, but I know that I love y'all so much. Y'all, another goal we hit. My goal for YouTube, just really quick, my goal for YouTube subscribers was 10,000. I am proud to announce we are almost at 17K subscribers. I'm just so excited. I'm so happy, and like whatever the little few goals we ain't hit, that is nothing compared to what God has blessed me with this year. From friends Y'all know my whole little friend situation I was talking about in the last vlog, but also to be discovering friendships that I also had in the past. Those relationships have kind of emerged and come back in my life, not because we left on any bad terms, but just because we're grown and adults now. That has been a blessing. The people that I've met in this space and in this industry has been a blessing. I've learned so much, and what I've learned, I've been able to pour back into my audience on Instagram specifically. I've gotten more confident in front of the camera with you guys, and just consistent overall. I know last few weeks have been a little funky, but y'all know my reason. If my equipment ain't acting right, baby, I can't act right. This year has taught me so much. But I'm so grateful for it. It has been a beautiful year. It has been a transformative year more than anything. I was telling Vino the other day that there was a part of me that was extremely emotional during my worship time. I get emotional all the time during worship, praise and worship. And while I was worshiping, y'all, it was so hard for me to accept what has happened over the last few weeks, because I wasn't taking into account that I am truly living in answered prayers. And I know sometimes we make that a cute little caption. We say that, but that was the first time I felt it. Like, girl, you are really living in answered prayers. And that showed through what I had written down and what I had planned for myself at the top of this year. So I'm going to leave y'all with this. Write it out. Or write out the desires of your heart, but don't just write them out. Plan them out. How are you going to actively get to those things? Y'all know the goal video is coming, but I just want to leave y'all with this. Write out how you plan on getting to those things, even down to having a better relationship with God. I'm writing down for 2025, I want to have a better relationship with God. What does that look like, though? One, what does that look like? And how are you going to develop that relationship with God? What are you going to do in order to get that relationship better with God? Because it's one thing to say it and write it out, but that could be it. You could just be looking at that every day like, I do want that. So, hey, God, thank you for waking me up today. Moving on. Where's my phone? You know? I'm just really grateful. I'm really happy. Extremely blessed. I'm thankful for y'all. And I just can't wait to share all that 2025 has in store for me. This definitely should be some type of video. I don't know what vlog footage y'all done saw before this, but this should make up for me missing for a week and a half. Bye.